Hi, my name is Zhi Hui and I graduated from Victoria School in 1997. I was from the Boys Brigade. Yeah, I have this memory of a fire drill where there was no actual fire, but we just had to run down from our bunks, which were the classrooms, into the canteen and fall in and gather, and we just had a fun time. Now looking back at it, it's fun, but back then it was just changing out of our uniforms into our uniforms in double time. That was one memorable experience. Another one was really camping in Pulau Ubin, and I remember as a Sec 3 boy, we were sent out into the night, and we were planted in positions in the jungle to camp on our own. And I was put there when it was dark and I couldn't pitch my tent, and I just had to cover myself with a ground sheet. But I was very comforted the next morning that my instructors were actually keeping an eye out for me. I didn't know that they were there, but they knew that I did not pitch my tent and I got a earful for that. But they were looking out for my safety, and I was so thankful. One of the things that I've learned, and it's a lesson that's ingrained in me, is this phrase that the pain of not doing your best, of not giving your best in anything, that pain is more painful than doing push-ups with your bare hands on a scorching parade square. Not the smooth one that you have now, the gravel road parade square. And we learned that in a competition when we were training, and as a squad at the beginning of competition, we just weren't giving our best. And our instructors got us into push-up positions, and it was a scorching day. It was so painful, but he said these lines: you know that the pain of not giving your best is more painful than whatever you're doing now. And from that day onwards, all of us gave it our 100%. So that was very memorable. The other lesson that I learned was in this phrase: tough times don't last, tough men do. In a sense, the difficult situations will go away one day, but it is the people who persevere through those difficult positions or situations. Those are the people who will last, and that has served me well through difficulties in the growing years and now in my adulthood. I think when I entered the Boys Brigade in Secondary 1, I was very timid and for some reason a very fearful boy. And I think in the Boys Brigade, I was given the opportunity to do things, to lead, starting from small things and then gradually being put in front of others and having to speak. And I think those experiences all built up my confidence and enabled me to know that I can speak in front of others and speak in front of the crowd even. So that definitely has given me confidence and built me up. The other thing that I've learned was planning skills. Having to plan the camps and all that with the guidance of our teachers and our officers and our seniors, we learned a lot of skills in terms of what goes into planning. And I realized that skill is not something that everybody knows as an adult. And so I found that experience very helpful. The last thing or the most important thing I think that it helped prepare me for the future is to know that your position or your role, the title that you carry, that's useless unless you have the skills to go with it, to enable you to do what you need to do. So position without skills and knowledge and wisdom is really useless. I feel a sense of pride whenever I think of the Boys Brigade 2nd Singapore Company. I think that's in my time in the Boys Brigade, there was a sense of belonging. There was a sense of heritage and legacy that was being left down to us. And I can remember us wanting to do so much and giving it our all for competitions because our seniors before us had done so. And I remember the time also that being in the Boys Brigade, particularly in 2nd Corps, is really being part of a family. And this goes maybe a bit morbid to say, but even to the point of death. And I remember being involved in the funeral, helping to organize the funeral of one of our very, very old boys. and that was what it meant to be a family. I would encourage you, in your generation you have no lack of knowledge. It's just a click of a button away and you can Google for most things and you will have a lot of knowledge. But can I encourage you, don't just grow in knowledge, don't just grow in your skill or academic pursuits. Please grow in the area of caring for others, because your knowledge needs to serve the betterment and the welfare of others for it to be useful knowledge. And maybe I leave something with you that I learned from the Boys Brigade also, is this phrase. It goes like this: love your neighbor as yourself. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And if we can just live by that, I believe it will stand us in good stead.